Australian film director Phil Noyce has a string of Hollywood blockbusters to his credit: Patriot Games, Dead Calm, Clear and Present Danger. But none prepared him for Rabbit-Proof Fence. It's the story of how 3 Aboriginal girls, stolen from their families in the 1930s, managed to walk nearly 2,500 kilometres back home. Out in the bush, Noyce had to find 3 Aboriginal girls with enough natural talent to convince an audience. Then he had to teach them how to act. And all the while, Noyce had to walk a fine line to avoid falling into the trap of becoming another white man, wrenching young Aboriginal children out of their own environment and pushing them into an alien culture. How he did that is our cover story this Sunday. It's reported by the Today Show's James Thomas, who was given unprecedented access to this very different search for a star.
Did you speak English or only language when you were running away?
When filmmaker Phillip Noyce met Molly Craig and Daisy Cattable, he discovered an incredible story. 70 years ago, they experienced the horrors of the stolen generation.
So you couldn't understand what they're saying, those blokes?
With another girl called Gracie, they were taken from their homes and placed into a white world of missionaries and domestic servitude. They were just children. But their story has a twist. They escaped to embark on an epic journey. A tale of survival which is now to be told on the silver screen.
This film represents for me the greatest challenge that I've ever undertaken.
Action!
It's not easy to challenge a man who has risen to the heights of film directing.
Okay, cut that one, cut that one, cut that one, cut that. Come back, come back.
Professional ethics.
Critical success with Australian film Newsfront has grown into a major Hollywood career for Phillip Noyce.
There's a killer out there, he's laughing at us.
Bone Collector, Clear and Present Danger and Patriot Games have seen Noyce direct the best actors in the world. And herein lies the answer to why the making of Rabbit-Proof Fence is a story as compelling as the film itself.
I'll give you a surprise when you concentrate.
Here, I'm dealing with absolutely raw materials.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Trained actors from the city were never going to suit the lead roles of Phillip's film. So he began a search to the far corners of this continent, looking for 3 young girls who could beguile a modern audience with an ancient charm.
Okay, right now we're travelling by light plane from Broome in Western Australia, inland about an hour and a half to Fitzroy Crossing. And there we're going to be doing our last day of pre-selection to find the 3 young Aboriginal girls who will star, we hope, in Rabbit-Proof Fence. Darling, how old are you? 7. Okay, I'm Phillip, and I'm 50.
It's early days and Phillip concentrates mainly on appearance, but in the back of his mind, he's always looking for star qualities.
If they've got that extra something, if they've got that sort of forwardness, if they have an imagination.
In a strange irony, the movie director telling the story of stolen children is now looking to take 3 girls from the outback and put them into the world of movies. With a $10 million budget, it's a big gamble.
How are you? I'm Phillip.
This is Phillip. Phillip's the director.
Do you know what we're looking for here? That we're looking for some people to be in a movie? Yeah? Do you think you'd like to be an actress?
With casting director Christine King, Phillip is making slow progress.
No, but we found another girl here.
There's
Let me show you. I'll show you. Where's the little girl we were talking to?
The chaos of casting like this becomes worthwhile when a rare jewel is found.
And what about Ernie Dingo? You know him? Ernie Dingo, you reckon he's a hero? And who do you think's better, Ernie Dingo or Mel Gibson as an actor? Mel Gibson. Oh, gee.
Whether she knows it or not, Caitlin Lawford has just become a serious contender.
She's very outgoing, and we really need those young ones who can still project and feel comfortable around people. Yeah. And so she's a real candidate.
Philip and Christine are excited by what they have seen, but some locals are disturbed by what they're seeing.
That's right. John Burke, Secondary Deputy from Fitzroy School. Just wondering the duty of care, permission for interview, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, no, Miss Claire's a bit unclear about that. Are you filming now?
Yeah.
Obviously, with Channel 9 here with us, we're a little bit more obvious and less low profile than we would normally be.
Being obvious isn't the real problem. Another teacher explains the issue of shaming. Some Aborigines are deeply offended by having their image captured on film.
Now, if we can stop filming with you guys and just go around quietly and get permissions, that's what we've got to do now.
With the appropriate permission, auditions intensify with kids selected earlier in the day.
Here we go. Luana. Hello. 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 How are you? You know what we're doing? You know that we're looking for actors for a movie? Do you think you'd like to be in a movie? You would? Why is that? And what's your favourite day of the year? Your birthday?
Saturday.
Saturday, why? What happens on Saturdays?
Football.
And what's the best day of the year for you?
Things are grim, but the sun shines when a surprise package enters.
And what's your ambition in life?
What does that mean?
It means what do you want to do when you grow up?
Do you want to be a dancer or a teacher or fireman?
A dancer.
A dancer?
Hey.
Okay. And how about acting? You think you'd like acting?
Yeah.
Why would you like acting?
Because it would be like, I'd be famous.
You'd be famous?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. She's a winner.
Amazing.
She's a needle in a haystack, that little kid,
Complete natural. Like the confidence, even with you guys here. She's intelligent, she looks great.
Outgoing, imaginative. She's on the plane in the morning, let's put it that way.
At the end of a long day, two possibles have been chosen. Jadine and Caitlin will be flown to Broome to join 14 others selected from around Australia for the final casting. From the thousands they've seen, only 3 will become stars. But for now, the stage is anyone's.
I played with your heart. Got lost in the game.
So if you were walking across that desert, what would you do to find food?
Should have a hole and...
We're looking for someone that we believe has the imagination to transport themselves into another reality and believe that they're in that reality.
Philip and I, we don't know yet who's going to be the best 3 girls. So for whatever reason, some of you are not going to be in the movie.
What are we practicing for? Movie. What's the movie? Rabbit-proof fence. Right. What's it about?
In Hollywood, it's the actors on their knees when in the presence of a world-class director. But out here, Philip is an unknown, and he must work hard to find his stars.
Yeah, they walk. Yeah, keep going, they walk. And but what did they find? Remember what they found? They found that fence. We're going to have some fun now. Everyone stand up. Here we go. A leader is someone that can take everyone else to a place, but they always look after everyone.
One girl immediately stands out as a leader.
Take us on a journey, leader.
Laura Monaghan from Port Hedland has, for now, secured Philip's eye.
Totally beguiling and very, very smart. Quiet, but boy,
Very
What a
intelligent.
presence.
Philip narrows his focus on two others, 8-year-old Caitlin Lawford from Fitzroy Crossing and Broome local Evelyn
Because
Sampe.
you're playing in a scene. There's no camera. You just keep focused, okay? So today, I want you to really focus hard, okay? Will you do that?
Okay, ladies, we're ready to start again. Girls,
Everyone in.
come over quickly.
It's the serious end of the day, and there's a problem.
Evelyn.
Evelyn is missing.
Evelyn's coming back, but she went to buy a dress for the Miss Teen Ball.
He couldn't do it until later.
Well,
I told him.
said no,
He said
but
10
then
minutes.
she just left.
Evelyn's disappearance is annoying, but Philip believes it's important to give her a chance.
And she's at a crossroads in her life right now, at that critical age as she starts to become a woman.
But like really quiet and into it and focused. So that we can,
Hours
okay,
later,
sit.
Evelyn does
No, that's
return,
okay.
and a pep talk from Christine has her ready for the afternoon session with Caitlin and Laura.
You three all got taken from your homes, okay? You got
Working
taken.
from the script for the first time, the pressure on the girls is now intense.
Come on, get them, work on them, work on them. They're going to come with you. Work on them.
Evelyn and Laura are doing well, but Caitlin is looking lost.
What do you say? Why do you want to stay here? Now you've got to act. There's not playing now. I want you to be the stronger one, and I want you to pretend, you two to pretend that you're weak.
Philip tries a more physical approach, but still, Caitlin on the left is struggling.
Now focus, don't laugh, focus, don't pretend there's no camera. Don't, just focus, you're in your own world.
It is the end of a long day, but Philip needs actors who will cope with exhausting hours.
Focus. Now this one might find it hard to maintain focus.
No, I don't think that's what the problem is. I think she's been up since early morning. She's displaying typical 7-year-old.
Right.
She's driven 4 hours. She was bright when she's fading.
Tomorrow morning will be Caitlin's last chance.
So you've probably got a limp. Don't smile, you're very tired, you've been walking.
It's crunch time for Caitlin. This morning's limp across the western desert will decide her fate.
With a kid that age, you're always going to have a focus problem. Okay, good.
Very good.
But she has a spontaneity that's really good. But you did it great, fantastically.
A good night's sleep has made all the difference. Only days ago, Caitlin was a carefree 7-year-old in Fitzroy Crossing. Today, she's been chosen as the youngest of 3 girls to star in Philip's film.
Mom, I got the part for the movie.
Laura, who's just turned 10, is the most conscientious and focused of the 3 girls.
And finally, Broome local Evelyn Sampe will play the lead role. At just 12, she's inherited a huge responsibility. She could be a gamble, but Philip believes Evelyn has a special quality.
I think that she also has, just below the surface, an incredible pride in her Aboriginality that's just waiting to come out. Well, that's the character that she's playing, because this story is about a rite of passage.
Just looking at me, that's it.
Choosing kids from the outback, Philip believes they have a rawness not found in kids from the city. In the weeks ahead, these girls must become movie stars. It's a thrilling journey, but not everyone will survive. Soon, Philip will make the heart-wrenching decision to replace one of the girls.
Hey! How are you? How was the trip? Are you cold? Yeah. Oh, look, we got clothes over here for you. Here, put this on.
It's been 3 weeks since Phil Noyce selected his stars in Broome. Now they're in Adelaide, where they'll undergo intense training to become actors.
None of them know quite what they're getting into.
You want to go?
And the truth is that none of us do either. Sampies are in there. My 7 is Lawford upstairs. We'll bring your luggage.
To help them feel more comfortable, Philip has employed members of their family and friends to play extras in the film. They'll live together in this apartment block for the next 2 weeks.
Boy, I'm going to have a lot of steak for breakfast this week.
Philip has organised a barbecue so the girls can meet cast and crew. Evelyn clearly loves the limelight. And for a 12-year-old, she has some growing-up habits.
Evelyn is at that difficult age for any prepubescent kid. She's a child, and yet she's an adult.
Go on.
For the next 2 weeks, this hall will become a place of learning for Caitlin, Laura and Evelyn.
Take one shot of her. Can we believe it? No, tell the truth. You don't have to be nice. Nah, she looked away, but she can. Now you look like a Moore River girl.
As well as acting, the girls must look the part.
Let me see. Okay, now you can pretend you're a desert girl. Hey, little fella.
This is Ruth. Evelyn?
But Evelyn is in no mood for dress-ups.
Do you want to take your jacket off to put that one on? I'm going to put it over the top. Just pop the camera down for a sec. Look at that on.
Come on, Ev, try it on. Having to wear these strange things, just a little hard adjustment for her.
And does it make you nervous, being the director, when you see this, or did you expect these sort of things?
In this movie, you know, you expect the unexpected. And action, marching.
Phillip pushes
Stop.
on without
Down there.
Evelyn, but
Turn around.
there's more to worry about.
And now run back and sit down. Run, Caitlin. And run over to the other end mark. Run. Is that running?
Caitlin's lack of concentration is becoming a real problem for Noyce.
It suddenly hit me that Caitlin just wasn't going to make it. The other kids were dragging her.
Focus. Come on, don't
And
smile.
not because of her ability, but simply because she's only 7. And adjusting to everything was just difficult for her.
How did she react?
She was disappointed and relieved because, you know, she felt the pressure that she was under every day as all of these crew members were trying to will her to regain her focus, regain her energy. She could feel that.
Noyce is in a desperate situation. With less than a week before shooting, he's lost one of his lead actors and must now search earlier audition tapes in the hope of finding a replacement.
A week earlier, we had held a series of tests here for extras to play in the Moore River native settlement scenes. And 60 kids from Adelaide and surrounding areas came in, and there were so many of them that I could only really give them group instructions. So I said to them, look, kids, here's what you've got to do. I want you to come in one by one. I'm going to be at the other side of the room, and I want you to pretend that there's some kids outside there who are in trouble. They've run away and they're lost, and you're very afraid for them, and I want you to convince me that I've got to help you.
Can you help me at least find them? Because no one else will help me find them, and I don't believe that they're lost.
Who ran away?
Them kids.
What do you want me to do?
The kids gone missing. Some kids gone missing.
Really? Where'd they go?
Some of them would get to the door, open the door, burst out laughing. Others would come halfway, then burst out laughing.
Help me, there's some children lost. Help me find them.
Yeah, but what's happened? Is there some problem?
No.
Some kids? What happened to some kids out there?
Nothing.
Nothing? No?
And then one kid came in.
They're lost.
What?
There's some children lost.
You're kidding, where are they?
They're gone.
What do you want me to do?
They was playing, then they was lost.
I actually forgot it was a game. I thought there was some trouble outside amongst the other kids. She really got me going.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. It's true.
But listen, I'm an old fella. I've got white hair, I've got sore leg, I've got sore back. What am I going to do?
You have to get up.
You reckon?
Yes.
Look, I'm an old bloke. I mean, I'm just old. Why should I worry about them?
But you have to. It's dangerous out there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, how old are you, Tiana?
7.
7. You're a top actress. So I looked up my notes and there I saw some kid called Tiana, who I gave a 9 to. I thought, well, 9 out of 10. She must be okay. So I got her in even that afternoon and tested her again.
Amy, is that you? Come here, Amy. Bring your blanket. Did you pick up your blanket? She went and picked up the blanket.
She's incredible.
She's just, amazing. She's so focused. She's listening to everything, you know.
Have we done a contract with her? Because that was incredible. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Philip's decision is made. 8-year-old Tiana Sainsbury will replace Caitlin.
But that's going to mean that you're going to have to work every day, except Saturdays and Sundays, for the next 8 weeks. Do you think you can do that?
Yes.
Huh? Yeah? And you don't think you'll get sick of it?
No.
No?
With that, Tiana embraces the life of a movie star, a role Evelyn is becoming very comfortable with.
That's good for movies, huh?
But tomorrow, the music stops. No matter how talented, occasionally lead actors must do as they're told. For Evelyn, this is a difficult concept.
Evelyn is at a crossroads. She's so talented that she can go up to the greatest heights. She's so strong and so strong-willed that she can go down almost as far as you can go.
And which way Evelyn chooses, we'll find out when our cover story continues in a moment. Rabbit-proof fence was starting to look more like driving Miss Crazy. With her moods, petulance and refusal to cooperate, 12-year-old Evelyn was developing into a director's worst nightmare. And Noyce's whole project was in danger of going off the rails.
Philip watches as Evelyn makes the final transition to a desert girl from the 1930s.
I think if I was you, I'd be a little bit, shocked about this.
She's very nonchalant.
Yeah, exactly.
At 12 years old, image is everything. No one knows how Evelyn will react as locks of her identity hit the floor.
Yellow!
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Eyes are straight.
It's not straight, brother. I'm cut your hair any kind.
Yeah.
With every finishing touch, Evelyn's mood grows darker.
Oh, Evelyn, you look pretty. Oh my God. She does. She does. You look pretty. You look pretty. I can't believe my sister cut her hair. Now I'm getting my hair cut. I got the longest hair.
Looks so gorgeous.
She looked pretty.
Onlookers placate a brooding storm.
Makes you look a bit older.
Yeah, I see.
It is. It's really. It's that real trendy look. That. What you call that? Bob.
Reinforcements are sent in, but the more attention she gets, the worse the behaviour.
I've worked in this business now for 30 years. I've worked with some of the best and some of the worst in terms of attitude. The worst behaved actors are those who take advantage of the power that they have over you. Particularly once you start shooting, and we haven't started shooting yet, but I was already seeing signs of the worst behaviour that I've observed.
Philip believes Evelyn is exploiting her star status, but her behaviour is not only the result of being spoilt. Before joining the movie, she lived a life which was far from perfect.
You know, she hasn't had a stable life. She is at just the wrong point of her life for stability, because she's now just changing daily from a child to a woman. She's just at that age where you start to think about your appearance, what other people think of you, and so on. You know, I realized that for her, it's just someone who is actually very, very insecure, and that behaviour, which I believe is true in Evelyn's case, comes from fear.
Picture this. A white man enters a remote Aboriginal community with the best intentions, takes 3 girls out of their community and promises them fame and fortune. Sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of the irony that exists in what you're doing with this film and the actual topic of the film itself?
Well, I suppose in one way you could say that in a different context, in a different time, I'm A.O. Neville, promising these young Aboriginal children a better life, asking them to do things that are against their instincts, perhaps, because it's for their own good. But we do live in a slightly different world. These children are not being taken away from their culture, from their families. Their families came with them to make the movie, and their families are going with them as they promote the movie. So it is a slightly different context. I think the only one of the kids who may be swayed by the whole process is Evelyn Sampe, but she's also the one who has the most potential.
Evelyn! Nah, come on, you just had an hour. Come on, and I just told you 15 minutes ago that you got 15 minutes. That means 15 minutes to finish your food.
Philip wants Evelyn to succeed, but at rehearsals, things are only getting worse.
Okay, well, Evelyn, how long are you going to be? Come on, what are you doing?
Acting tutor Rachel Mazza is at her wit's end.
You have to spend every 5 minutes going, just put that down, stop talking, be quiet, come back here, sit down, no, you can't have a drink, you should have gone to your toilet in your break. It's just unbelievable the amount of energy you waste doing all that crap. Okay, come on. Evelyn, come on. Oh, Evelyn. Just when I thought I had him.
Qua. Palinga pejarle.
David Galpalo was just 15 when he was plucked from a mission school to star in the 1970 classic Walkabout, perhaps the first serious Australian movie about the collision of black and white culture. After the early fame of Walkabout, Galpalo's life descended into an all-too-familiar spiral of poverty and alcoholism.
Hey, Mob. Here's the star.
Hello.
This is David.
Hello, everyone.
This is Tiana, who's
Hello,
playing the
Tiana.
youngest one.
Yeah.
This is Laura, who's playing Gracie. This is David Gupple. You watched him last night?
Good
Long
one.
time
You seen
ago.
Walkabout?
Yeah, we just
That
watched
was
it last
me
night.
when I was a young one. See, young fella. That was me.
And this is Evelyn, who's playing Molly, the eldest.
Yeah, you know how to
she's
shake
the
this
smart
one
one
out.
who.
Yeah, good one.
Say
Good
it.
face.
Now, in his late 40s, Noyce has cast him as the black tracker who pursues the girls along the rabbit-proof fence.
Oh, good one. Huh? I know he's directing it, but we're gonna be playing in this movie. We're gonna be playing, eh? This is your chance now, and your turn.
If anyone knows the perils ahead, If anyone can offer a guiding hand to the three girls, it's this man.
And you like it.
That must be a weather balloon.
David Gopal, who was taken by Nicholas Roeg to star in Walkabout over, almost 40 years ago now, came from a very, very remote community that had little contact with the outside world. He lived a very traditional lifestyle that had not embraced the white man's ways to the extent that Evelyn Sampe has and her family have. I mean, Evelyn comes from a remote community, but she spends a lot of time in Broome. She's able to move freely between two worlds and two cultures. So I don't think the disruption based on cultural disruption is going to be quite as great as it may have been for David.
Get away from me!
Oh, come on. Look, little performer. See what I mean? She's ready for this film. She's got the act going already.
We have to give her every opportunity and every encouragement to make it. It would not be responsible to her to just jettison her. So it's beholden on us to try and get her through. But we have a double responsibility, which is also to shoot the film. We hope that she can miraculously pull herself together, and maybe she will. Maybe she won't.
Phillip calls a crisis meeting to discuss Evelyn.
She could be sensational, or she might have us all committed. Or both.
Sometimes you hate the director, sometimes you don't. But I don't hate it.
No, because we're going to take your shot next.
In fact, you get the feeling that hidden under a tough exterior, Evelyn has great respect for the man who decided to keep her in his film.
From the moment she walked into casting, my eyes were drawn to her. Get you out of the sun. Don't have a sit under the veranda. There's just some quality about her, which I've recognised over the years as a movie star quality. She's got it.
Ready to Cameras go and rolling.
Hide behind her. Come back, look. Come on. Come back here. Look. Come on. 6:36, take 2.
Phil Noyce's hands-on approach has earned him a reputation as one of the most driven and enigmatic directors in the world.
So it's pre-planned. He's got the whole film edited in his head before he even starts. He knows exactly what to do and how to get it.
The only way, mate. And then I can blame myself for everything. See, if I put the wrong number on, I can just get upset at myself. If I don't work the viewer here, you know, I've only got myself to blame. And for once, the sound can kick my ass.
And MCU mid close-up.
Yeah.
And ECU extreme close-up. And I know more, but
What else? What about POV?
POV, point of view.
It's been a steep learning curve for the girls, and at times Evelyn admits to feeling the pressure.
Sometimes I get wild.
Do you?
Sick of it. Then I have to go for a walk by myself and come back.
If the grip's
Quiet down.
Evie will do it.
Ev, hop in there and help Ningali out. Come on, she'll be there
The
for
sun's
you.
burning me.
Come on, it'll be over with in a moment. Come on, darling. Quick, we can shoot it.
I'm not getting into a movie again. I feel sick of it. When I get back home, I'm just gonna sleep every weekend and every day.
The novelty of living on a movie set is also wearing thin for Laura.
And I miss everyone there. Especially my best friend, Soraya. My teacher and my dad. And all my cousins and sister.
Over here.
Okay, here we go.
The girls may be tired, but the show must go on. Tomorrow, they'll face their biggest challenge yet. Today is a special day. Cast and crew prepare for a crucial scene.
It's not only sort of a defining moment in the story, but also a defining moment in the hidden history of Australia.
For Laura, Tiana and Evelyn, now is the moment of truth. They must prove Philip's instincts in choosing them were right. You could forgive him for being a little nervous.
This document certifies that the above-named Aboriginal half-caste child, Daisy Cuttable, that the aforementioned child be put in a situation of decent employment and care.
As he sets the scene, the girls must assume their characters. It's 1931 and they're about to be stolen from their families by the Australian government. This scene is a tough ask for even the most experienced of actors.
And action!
Come on! Oh, did they go to school? Lord, it's the law. I got the papers, Lord. Goodness, say it. Move on, move on, Rachel. Sit down.
Everybody was crying, and I'm like, oh, it's hurting me inside, and I was like, So tears started rolling in my eyes.
It's full on. So, you know, the whole crew's emotional. You see the whole crew with tears in their eyes. Done a lot of films, you don't get that. You don't see that often, so that's what's going to make this film special.
See, I think this is good because you've got the whole story there, you know.
Yeah.
In 2 months, their faces will be on billboards around the country. And yet just a short time ago, Tiana Sainsbury, Laura Monaghan,
take us on a journey, leader,
and Evelyn Sampi,
all right, because we want you to succeed,
had never acted in their lives. Today, they proved to Philip what he had always suspected. Just below the surface of their fragile skin lies a talent. But they're not too fussed. Like the characters they play in the film, they just want to go home.
Wonderful story. And rubber-proof fence opens around Australia on Thursday week. That report by James Thomas. We'll have more of Sunday in a moment.